All
All
right. The
right.
other thing I did this week, so to get this ball rolling, is I did watch the episode 3 of the Acolyte. The
So how did you survive?
I don't know. I didn't have an issue with I didn't have
Yeah.
an issue with the episode. I don't know why so many people are mad at this episode, and I want to like figure this out.
Really?
So
Really?
we'll yeah.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a nice discussion today. This is gonna be interesting.
So okay, so we'll start with Don. What did you think of episode 3?
Okay. Well, if I had to score it, I'd actually score it on the low end for me when it comes to Star Wars is a 6 out of 10. I was interested that we do get to deal with another witch coven because there's a lot of different Force religions out there that are not Sith, that are not Jedi, and obviously with varying degrees of power. But that's where they kind of lost me because there was something that I was very interested in this new witch coven, but they never went over. Maybe we'll learn more about it. But I was like, why were you just blah? So
Yeah.
Outside of that, I did not find them wholly interesting because they seem to be very rudimentary in the Force compared to like the Jedi.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, and it's kind of, so, I don't hate that particular group because that's, everyone's reducing this into, again, I don't want to get into spoilers, but where they call it like lesbian Force witches, it's like, okay.
And we already have the Night Sisters, but they're not lesbian.
Sure.
I guess that was the problem.
You don't know. Some of them are. I mean, but
yeah, it could be, but who cares, right? The Night Sisters are awesome.
Yeah,
and
the Night Sisters are awesome. So that's what I thought they were, but they're obviously not Night Sisters of Danthamir. They're some sort of offshoot, and I would like to learn more about them.
Except that the other mother is one of that race.
Mm-hmm. The Zabrak.
Hmm.
So overall, though, I think this is going to end up being a little bit more important than maybe people think. The big controversy is how the twins came to be. That's what, and I guess I'll talk about that more in spoilers. But that's the big atom bomb that everybody's, and again, according to me, unjustifiably saying that Star Wars is dead and he's nothing now because of this, and I just don't get any of that. You tell me you're not that interested in what went down, which I really wasn't. I was a little interested, but they should have went into more detail. But then to see like this event, I thought that was like, oh, okay, cool. Now we're kind of seeing what happened. Like they're trying to play it off like May lit the fire, but I think someone else lit the fire, and I think that same person that lit the fire is our main acolyte with the fucking helmet. And I'll get into why that is. But so I liked it. I didn't love it, and I don't think it is stabbing Star Wars in the jugular like everyone's claiming. So I'm like, man, it's mid. I'm not gonna go crazy over it.
Yeah. John?
I feel like this was somebody's first draft of their fanfic, which was written while they were suffering from blunt force trauma to the head. I can see a story in there. I don't think it's a good story. I didn't know that in the Star Wars universe that steel and iron and stone were so flammable. Fire has all these magical properties in the Star Wars universe. All of a sudden, it can burn in a vacuum, and you can set fire to stone and metal. It's amazing, and I do feel like the fact that these kids are immaculately conceived through the Force is really cheapening what happened with Anakin. Anakin's birth was a direct result of the Force trying to balance out what Darth Sidious was doing. And you're
going to have to cite that, sir, because that is under dispute. Hold on. But yes.
Finish your point, because
but an
I got a lot to say about it.
An argument can be made for that, but this is, I mean, what was the point of this? It's like, why? I mean, I just, and the chanting was just, I felt like, I don't know, I felt like I don't know, I'm one of those people that has a hard time where people get embarrassed because I feel incredibly embarrassed. And you're talking, and I am somebody who
You didn't
used
like
to
the
be. Well, I used to be Wiccan. We would have
okay.
like we would do chants and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it was part of the religion.
I
But
need to make that happen, Thrawn. All right,
but-
sorry, go ahead.
but this was just nobody was on set going, this is looking really stupid, people. This is not working at all. And then there was the whole May thing of, I love you so much, I'll kill you. It's like they aren't talking like kids. This whole thing just this has done it for me. I don't want to watch any more of this series. I really don't.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's not the dialogue is on the level of M. Night Shyamalan, where nobody talks anything like a human would in that situation.
Did you ever watch the original Star Wars? Every actor that was in that movie, including Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher, all said the dialogue was clunky and not the way people
The dialogue
talk.
was clunky. It wasn't embarrassing and just wrong.
Why is it embarrassed? I didn't think anything about the dialogue was embarrassing.
Like, I get it, John. It was kind of goofy to me too. And I do agree with you a little bit that this is like kind of like Leslie Headland, like fan fiction.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.